Hi, we're the Psychic Twins.
I'm Terry.
And I'm Linda. Many people have made videos about soulmates and twin flames over the years, and some believe that they're two different things. Soulmates are completely different from twin flames, and some people say they're actually the same thing. But we just wanted to clarify what we believe twin flames are. In this video, we're going to be talking mainly about twin flames. We do believe that many people have soulmates, and sometimes more than one soulmate. A soulmate can be a relative, a friend, it can be a parent, a relative, a sister, a daughter, a son. You know, it's actually quite rare to meet a twin flame in this lifetime. Much more common to meet a soulmate than it is to meet a twin flame. Each of us has only one twin flame, supposedly, in our lifetime. Some people say it has to be your last life on earth. That's not true. We don't think that's true at all. It's actually quite rare, and so if you do not meet your twin flame in this lifetime, don't feel left out. There's probably a soulmate for you somewhere, but a twin flame is a different thing altogether.
We feel like soulmates are more common than twin flames, and people tend to romanticize the twin flame. We believe that we were born with our twin flames, Linda and I, but that's not true for all twins. They can be partners of the same sex as well. So here are 10 signs of a twin flame. Number 1, you feel like you've known each other for lifetimes when you meet, and you're magnetically drawn to each other. There is like an instant recognition, like I know you, I see you. And also, number 2, you share deeply held values. You have the same values. You feel like, oh wow, we could share a lifetime together. It's almost like you're mirrors for each other.
Yes. It is, yeah, it is very much like a mirroring effect. Number 3, you can almost see into each other's souls. That sounds weird, but if you were to ever meet a twin flame, you would understand what we're talking about. There is a strong feeling of unconditional love for this person, and it's sort of different from soulmate. We'll do another video about soulmates. We feel that it's a subtle difference, and in fact, if you look at other videos, it can be very confusing, the difference between the two. Number 4, you may have had similar experiences before meeting each other, and you have a united sense of a shared mission with this person.
Almost like a spiritual mission?
Yeah, an almost spiritual mission with this person. To meet your twin flame is more about service.
Well, number 5, you are on the same wavelength with your twin flame, and you're going to feel that your core energies essentially match each other. It's just more of a feeling, I think, than anything else. You're really going to know them when you meet them right away. It may start as a friendship.
It's a sense of I've known you before kind of thing, right?
Yeah. Number 6, you have a sense of completion. It's almost like a sense of oneness, and you feel at peace. It's like the Jerry Maguire movie, you complete me, but I really don't think that's how it works. I mean, you're probably more likely to meet your twin flame when you're complete within yourself and you feel comfortable with yourself.
You're not looking for that missing piece to your puzzle, because honestly, I think if you're looking for somebody to make you happy, that's a nowhere street. They're not going to make you happy. You have to make yourself happy first to attract this twin flame. You may see signs like 1111 on the digital clock or on your cell phone or on license plates. It's kind of a signal that your twin flame is coming. It may not be immediately, but those signs tend to mean something. We talk about repeating numbers in our newsletters and books. So that's just a sign that you're probably going to meet someone soon that feels like a twin flame. Number 8, if you step outside of your mind and stop overanalyzing everything so much, you'll tend to tune in psychically with your twin flame, almost communicating on another level, an etheric level.
Telepathically, kind of.
Telepathically, and ask that twin flame to kind of come in and merge with your light. Two lights merging together, almost like on a horizon. You can see two lights and visualize that happening, and that will help you attract this twin flame.
Number 9, your psychic gifts may become triggered when you meet your twin flame, and you'll become more telepathic with them. after you meet, you know, so you're going to notice a heightened sense of awareness. You may notice that you're predicting future events, you're having psychic dreams, you're just in a kind of a different psychic zone in a sense. So be open to that. People that just poo-poo anything psychic will never have this experience because they're not open to it. So open your mind, open your hearts to meet your twin flame.
If you're not open to magic, you'll never see it.
You'll never find magic in your life.
Never.
Number 10, you have a sense, I know you. I know who you are. There's a deep friendship with the twin flame and a connection with that person. The sense that you are home. You're connected actually by a heart cord. That's a very, very powerful sense that you have met your twin flame.
Now we want to warn you, there's such a thing as a false twin flame, and not a lot of people know about this. You may realize it as you date more and realize that you think you found your twin flame, but then it goes really bad, really fast. That obviously wasn't your twin flame. It was a false twin flame. You had all the signs there, but it just wasn't clicking.
That can be kind of like toxic and combustible.
Oh,
I've had
very.
a lot of these, by the way.
Yeah, very intense. I have two. You think for sure this is it. It can make you feel like, gee, you know, I feel like this is too much work. If it's really too much work, you should probably just let it go, because that's not really a true twin flame. Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake, remember when they were dating so many years ago?
Oh, man.
They were like a false twin flame, I would say.
Well, because they were so young. They were teenagers, I think, when they got together.
But also, it just felt like they should be together just because they were so cute and they were very similar talents and abilities, and both with the Disney Channel. And so I feel that's an example of a false twin flame. The false twin is a codependent, emotionally unhealthy relationship. Basically, the person may be draining, manipulative, rude, challenging, narcissistic, even abusive.
Oh,
and
yeah.
so the fake twin may use your energy, almost like parasite your energy to control you. If it's a really controlling relationship, that's not a real twin flame.
And it won't last.
It won't last. And so don't try to force it to work. It's good to practice letting go when the signs are coming in. This is not the one. Trust your intuition or psychic intelligence. Your false twin flame may trigger really deep emotions and feelings. It may trigger negative energy too, but you have come together for a purpose too, to create soul growth and evolve with this person and learn new things about yourself. You must do the deeper work to clear the path for your twin flame. If you don't do the deeper emotional work, it's probably not going to happen in this lifetime.
Now, the true twin flame, not the false one, the real one, will bring out the best in you. But that doesn't mean that there won't be obstacles or challenges or fights or anything like that. I feel like Beyonce and Jay-Z are a good example of a true twin flame. Doesn't mean they're going to be together forever, but, you know, they really have a wonderful relationship. They've worked out they've been through bad times and good times. They have a wonderful family. So that's just an example.
Shared mission, as we talked about, a mission of service and spirituality too.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah.
Don't try to force your twin flame to be the one. Don't try to force the issue and force this person to become your partner. It may not be the right one for you. We see a lot of people do this. I mean, even to the point of stalking, right?
Oh, please.
I mean, allow the universe to bring you together in a very organic, natural way, in the perfect timing. That's like the trickiest thing, I think, is impatience, you know, can trip you up and you're trying to force the river, and you know, stop trying to control it.
Yeah,
let
that's
go.
really that's going to be a turn off to anybody that wants to come into your life anyway. To try to control everything with that person is going to be very alienating. So
yeah, let go of striving and struggling and working to make your twin flame appear.
you know, you really need to learn to love yourself first. We can't stress that enough. Then you'll attract somebody who is healthy and happy too and has already done the deeper spiritual work to meet you. To do that, it's important to prepare yourself on an emotional level. We all want a relationship that feels good, that gives us a sense of being bonded and even sort of intuitively connected connected with another person, with that special someone. You may meet your twin flame after going through dramatic changes in your life, for better or worse, mostly for worse. After a really bad experience, you may meet your twin flame at that point when you've done a lot of deeper emotional, spiritual clearing, and you've learned a lot more about yourself. You're more ready to meet. Often this involves what's called radical self-acceptance. You know, you don't want to change yourself or fix yourself. There's a fixing that needs to happen. Don't try to please someone and change who you are just to keep that person in your life. If you stop trying to change and instead embrace yourself, weaknesses and all, you will attract your twin flame sooner. He or she also has to be working on themselves in order to attract you. And so for the relationship to work and last longer, it really helps that you're both doing deeper emotional or spiritual work.
Well, the law of attraction, we should probably do a video on that. It teaches us that if you're in vibrational alignment with your own soul, then you will find other people who are in alignment with their own souls. Being in alignment brings the greatest harmony in a twin flame relationship. So really do whatever you can, meditation, deep introspection. This type of work will really help you, I think. It's important to get into the receiving mode. You have to want to feel good and really reach for the best feeling thought throughout the day, you know. So if you find yourself sinking into a pity party or, you know, poor me or my life sucks, or lift yourself out of that. But, you know, what's the thing that I can do that'll make me feel good, and what's the best thought I can reach for right now that'll make me feel happier and better? I promise you, this is not easy. It's something you may have to work on all day long. Also, listen to music. You may want to meditate to music or dance. Do things you love to do and think thoughts that feel good. People who have greater self-awareness will be more likely to make a twin soul relationship work. Your twin flame will bring out very deep emotions in you, deeper than other friendships have, and maybe deeper than other love relationships have.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it can be so uncomfortable you may feel you can't even handle it at times, because it will push your life on a deeper level than other relationships have. That's why we say it's so important to process your unconscious emotional wounds and triggers. We've talked about this in collabs when we do couples therapy, psychic therapy, counseling with some of the YouTuber couples. And, you know, you can't underestimate this. This is emotional baggage you're carrying. It needs to be freed up. You need to clear it in order to meet a person that is on your level. And it's possible to clear old beliefs and patterns in order to attract your twin flame. You just need to do a bit of work to do that. You may be carrying some of these old beliefs and patterns since childhood or even past lives. There are many tools that can support you in the process, such as meditation, talk therapy, counseling, quiet self-reflection, to become aware of when you get emotionally triggered and why that's happening, to become aware of when you get emotionally triggered and why. And reading spiritual and thought-provoking books can also help you. Energy healing can be very helpful. We've done the gamut, and there's many different things actually we talk about in our book, Psychic Intelligence, too.
Well, try to let go of having a rigid timetable for when you're going to meet this person.
Yeah.
You know how people say, I have to be married by the time I'm 27, or I have to be married before I'm 40. You know, don't be rigid, because, you know, honestly, it could take many, many years, even longer than you think, to attract your twin flame.
Yeah, the harder you try to control it, the more it will perversely elude you. You will not be able to find that person because your mind is on it so much. You're not leaving room for anything to flow in to, just magically, mystically happen in your life. And you want to leave room for it to come in like a vacuum. Just trust that the universe will bring you a divine and loving partner. If you keep releasing and surrendering your expectations about what it's going to look like, having that rigid picture of what it should look like and how you're going to meet, because that never works.
No, I mean, try to be as fulfilled as you can without having a partner around, without having a boyfriend or girlfriend. with you. We've had so many clients who were literally obsessed with people, obsessed with meeting their soulmate or twin flame, and that they're absolutely miserable. We had one friend that we used to call the Venus flytrap, because like every time she dated a guy, she would like glom onto him like, oh, he's the one, I'm gonna marry him, he's my soulmate, he's my twin flame. And she would like idealize, you know, how perfect he was. And of course, he usually wasn't interested at all.
It got to the point of stalking a couple times.
It was, I mean, oh, he's the perfect husband material, but it would always crash and burn. And, you know, she really wouldn't even listen to our predictions about it. I think a healthier approach might be to just get out of your comfort zone and do activities where you can enjoy meeting single people and dating as friends. Try to enjoy dating and connecting with people without obsessing about, is this the right one? Is this the perfect guy? Picking out china patterns, you know, while you're on the first date. Guys can sense that, by the way. They can see sort of, I guess it's a psychic thing where they know that you're zoning in on them.
It's a spidey sense.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean, you don't need to become the perfect person because they're not going to be perfect either. Let's face it, nobody is perfect. You'll be more likely to attract your twin flame when you're happy being in your own company first.
It will feel very natural when you meet this person. We do believe that twin flames exist, but you're not an incomplete person without them, okay? You will feel more complete with a twin flame for sure, but you will not need to meet this person in order to be happy and fulfilled in your life. Why is that though, that you feel more complete? It's because they bring this intense sense of oneness with the universe, and we're all part of this vast ocean of humanity. We will eventually meet somebody on our vibrational level who's very in tune with us and just kind of gets us. We don't even need to talk. We finish each other's sentences, and that's what this will sort of feel like. Meeting your twin flame is no guarantee that it will be a long-lasting relationship. It depends on your karma, how evolved your soul is, how much baggage you bring in from the past, this life or past lives.
I mean, girl, you might have a whole match set of Gucci luggage, you know?
Exactly, that's how much baggage.
Yeah.
It will require a lot of patience and honest communication to make a twin flame relationship work. That's true of any relationship though. So just know that it may take some work. You may even need to get counseling with this person. That's okay.
Well, when twin souls get together, it's for some kind of spiritual work or service work. You'll have a mission with this person, I feel. The soulmate will trigger lessons involving self-worth, ego conflicts, all kinds of ego problems, control issues. They might trigger things that are uncomfortable that you'll have to work with each other to get through. I think that the worst thing you can do is like run away, you know, face them and work through them. Learn to be a communicator. That's really the hardest thing, I think.
Oh yeah, it can take decades to learn to really communicate and be a good listener with someone.
I was so horrible at communicating. I couldn't talk till I was like 30.
I had to talk.
Oh my God. I mean, that's why my marriage didn't work, I think, because we were both so terrible. We couldn't talk with each other. We didn't, you know, we were too young.
That was difficult, but you learned a lot about yourself, right, through the process.
The hard way, girl.
A lot of people say that twin flames share the same soul, and that's not necessarily true. We don't think. Don't come at us. We don't believe that all twin flames have shared the same soul. Actually, we're a bifurcated soul. We're one soul in two bodies, and that's even rare for twins.
That's very rare.
Identical twins. I think, you know, better to find someone that just feels like a mirror in some ways for you and shares your same values and sort of reactions to the big things, the things that matter. Not many people will be reunited with their twin flame in this life, but if you are reunited with your twin flame, it can be a very tumultuous, once-in-a-lifetime kind of feeling that evokes really deep feelings and emotions for both of you. Your twin flame can be a mirror for you, as we've said, reflecting what you need to heal and work on in your soul. It's not going to be like, oh, it's magical and we'll ride off into the sunset in slow motion.
It's never going to be easy, really, is it?
It's not ever going to be that easy if you really want to develop a deeper relationship. For some people, it will be easy just because they're not as wounded and they don't bring in as much baggage, as we've said.
Let's give some examples of famous twin flames.
Yeah, I mean, I think that a lot of people seem like twin flames in show business. Like John Lennon and Yoko Ono really felt like twin flames, to me anyway. And I feel they could have been. They just really resonated so deeply with each other. They didn't really even need to talk. Beyonce and Jay-Z, as we've mentioned.
Right.
Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith feel like twin flames.
I think so.
Do they?
Well, they've been together forever. They have a wonderful family. They really get each other.
And they have great communication skills with each other. They're very deep. They've really worked on themselves emotionally and spiritually.
It's funny how it took us so long to think of any twin flames in show business because so few of them actually last.
It's actually
you know?
pretty rare. I mean, there are
rare.
soulmates for sure, but a twin flame, as we said, it's not as common as soulmates. And so, also another one, Pink and Carrie Hart.
Oh yeah.
Pink, you know, the singer, is so fabulous, and Carrie Hart have been together for so many years, and they have had some really rough times together.
Real ups and downs.
Yeah, so we feel that they are bonded in a way that twin flames are, in a sense. I'd love to talk to her about that. If you want to collab, Pink, give us a call.
A good example of false twin flames might be Brangelina, Brad and Angelina.
Absolutely, Brad and Angie, who felt so connected for so many years, and they kept adopting kids and having kids, and it just felt like, wow, this is really going somewhere. But
it was inspiring until it wasn't.
It's actually crashing and burning, and there's a horrible custody battle, which we predicted. But anyway, I just wanted to say that's an example of a false twin flame.
But she's had like 3 or 4 marriages, I think. At a certain point, you should probably say, you know, I have enough marriages, I have enough kids, and start collecting stained glass or something.
Or stamps or coins or something. Not soulmates.
Well, tell us, have you met your twin flame?
Yes.
Or your soulmate? Let us know in the comments below. Hit like and subscribe,
And we'll see you in the future.